Citations, good day and hi, and welcome once again to the CorpoCar World Series. Today we're going to race rounds 10 through 12 here. First we're going to Toronto for some street course action. Next just off to Gateway at the World Wide Technology Raceway for some high-speed oval action. And it's off to Mexico City for some awesome almost F1 style, but not quite F1 style road racing. Let's have a look at points. As you can see, two members of PRISM Project are in the lead here with Hoshifuri Iku on 189 points. Just 4 points behind is Kamishiro Rita, 185. Two drivers both at 174 points. That's Hakushika Iori of Face Connect and Ananan of PRISM Project. But Iori has a tiebreaker as she has one more podium than the other. And fifth is Fujiko Uruka, 173. Two Production Kawaii members at the bottom. The bottom slot still occupied by Namiji Frisia, despite a high finish at Mid-Ohio yesterday. And I'm sorry to report that Nena Amano is just one slot ahead of Namiji, mainly because she refuses to race on oval circuits. Dreadful, ain't it? Let's go right ahead. Let's go right ahead and open up the game. Alright. First, we will race at the Toronto Exhibition Place. Quite a popular course in IndyCar. Up in the way up north. 1.755 miles, 2.824 kilometers, 11 turns. Now expect this course to be quite a challenging one for the minor agency talents, as we go ahead and load things up here. Alright, here we are. Exhibition Place. ALP. Hello, good to see you again. Just waiting for someone to take us through this extremely challenging course. Alright. Scanning through the cars until someone's actually driving. We see someone driving. Let's follow Michiru around this circuit. First, it's a long straightaway with the CN Tower in the background. Go take a right-hand turn and go across a curve and go around the outside section. Now watch out for the tire barriers. Yeah, I've noticed that's in R Factor. If a car crashes into one of the tire barriers, that's more painful than just slamming into a regular wall. And more curves and turns. Another set of tire barriers. Watch out for those. And left and right and left again. until you're home free. Alright. Just need to observe something. I just need to check a bit of stats there. Alright, anyway, why are there 3 DQs? That's just a bit nuts. Unfortunately, the rules of the racing, if I see DQs, then they can't race. And annoyingly, Kaneko Lumi is one of those DQs. Oh, there are 5 DQs. What was that all about? There's 5 DQs, and well, that determines who will get to race. We just need to redo the grid. Anyway, let's try this again, and and finish the grid. And pole will be occupied by Fujiko Iruka, who's sort of up there in the points, top 5 in points. Shisui Michiru is right beside. Charlotte Suzu, Hoshifuri Iku, who's currently on top of the points. Next is Tenma Meimi and Tsunderia. Akaluto, Amari Siri, and Isla Coleman, 789. Kazune Nalua. Yurapipa and Naki. Lisa, Reina, and Sarah. Shi, Meno, and Nan. Nessa, Shiki, and Namiji. Anabi, Hina, and Amiya. And finally, Nana, Rita, and Purin. Now let's get things underway. 18 laps at Toronto. This is going to be a real battle of attrition here. Don't expect many finishers making it to the checkered flag. But for all intents and purposes, we're just here to have fun with the racing. And fun we must have. Here we go. Okie dokie. Fujiko Iruka. And Shisui Michiru. With the safety car in front. Let's skip the proceedings of it. Go here. Yeah, this is fine. Gotta make sure everyone is off and running fine and looks okay, I guess. So it's an international day here. 3 different races in 3 different countries and 3 different courses. Alright, we are set to begin here. Uka and Michiru lead everyone off here in Toronto. To the green flag. Round number 10 here is underway. Great start by the points leader, Iku. A great charge in the starts. Wants to pad her points lead in some way as they approach one of the tight turns. Someone loses her front wing. Someone also loses her rear wing. As they go around this smaller curve. First few cars are okay. And here comes Iku. Around the last curve onto the start finish straight. And she'll have the lead after this opening lap. We have Iku, Ruka, and Michiru. Your top 3 so far. 4th is Luto, 5th is Lua. And like a third of the starting grid is having to pit already. A little less than a third, actually. As we scan through the grid. Iku has dropped a bit to 2nd. Michiru is 3rd, but she has no front wing. Mind your speed on these tight turns. The leads by 3 seconds, 3.175. As Nana Amano, well, just I don't know. Production Kawaii has been struggling throughout the series. Doesn't matter what type of circuit, just bad luck. Bad luck in some way as Uka kisses the wall right there. Man, what do they have against the upcoming Rush Hour film? Still continues to lead. Do we have a DNF? Yes, unfortunately we do have at least one DNF. That's Tetsuya Kazune. He will not score. Oh no! Lisa DNFs. Oh, that is just terrible. Lisa and Kazune both out already. Continues to lead. It's Uka, Iku, and Lua. We're clashing with the lapped car of Amaru Suyuri. There's 27th out of the points. Ruka. 1 out, I forgot which track. I'll look through my notes. She won out Detroit. She herself is looking for her second CorpoCar win. NASA makes a mistake near that Rush Hour film poster, and she'll get stuck. She'll get stuck. Oh dear. She is, however, still in it. Although, not without some loss of dignity. So far, we've lost 2 drivers. Lisa, sadly, is one of them, and 24 drivers are within lead lap, which somehow includes Nene Amano, who has improved a bit to 22, as Yuri is being lapped and Suzu is taking a breather at pits. Can't believe we're all the way through 5.5 laps here in this challenging race of attrition. Sarah is upside down. Let's see what happened. Oh! Oh! Whoa! 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 What the hell was that all about? Oh, this is just nuts. You hate to see this. Oh! Oh, that's just adding insult to injury. How is she still in it? How is she still racing? I don't even know how Nagai Sarah managed to jump up several stories in the air, yeah, but that's gonna perhaps put her way down there. Yeah, she's currently out of the points. Meanwhile, we have another oopsie. We've lost another car. It's near Shinoshiki. Oh, that is too bad for Shiki. Multiple cars hurts. Multiple cars hurts. Oh man. An unknown, also a victim of street course shenanigans. Anabi, Ananon, and Shiki, and I don't know how they'll end up being scored here. Anyway, we just have to continue with the fun, whether we like it or not. Who's that at 13? Oh, that's just good old Yuri. Oh no! That's the leader! That was the leader of the race! Iruka has crashed out! Made a mistake on the rush hour sign. I'm telling you, lads, anything can happen here at this challenging street circuit. So it's Naki and Luto and Iku, your top 3. All, unsurprisingly, from PRISM Project. And Michiru gets stuck at tire barrier, and that might be a DNF. So Non, Shiki, and Hanabi will not score. So those are your 5 drivers who will not score. Frisia gets into an accident. And, yeah. Well, Ina, who won the last race at Mid-Ohio, is in the top 5 for the time being. And then Amano is just getting out of pit lane and back onto the main circuits. Mizukinaki. As we see Suimichu still stuck and still trying to figure out how to use her reverse function on that CorpoCar. These cars are okay, the top 3 are okay. Reina ends up mistiming that turn, and she'll lose her front wing. Less than half of the race to go. PRISM Project still top 3. And against all odds, we have a Kawaii member in the top 5. Where are the other agencies? Series 8th and Perrin is 7th. Mizukinaki's lead is 6.197. Car hurts! Car hurts! Oh, no, no, no. I thought I saw car hurts. I was stuck. And the Kawaii loses another one. Yep, same turn as previous. What was that? What was that, Iori? Come on, mind those tire barriers. A lot of cars in pit lane, and I don't know how Michiru is still not marked as disqualified as of yet. Anyway, 6 to go. Luto wants to pass Iku for second. Luto goes to P2. Well, Nene Amano is just there. Just there. Oh god, it's that section again. Oh. Yeah, we lost another car there. Seems to be an orangish car that we lost into. Not many cars left here. As to be expected. A race of attrition! And it goes down to 5 laps. I was starting a count of 18. Still no change to the top 3. And unfortunately, we've lost Hoshifuri, most likely due to that tire barrier. Muto, Iku, and Naki are good. Sarah's good, and Mia, thankfully, is good. For to go, how big is Kamizuki Naki's lead? It's 6 seconds. Renasun 59 seconds behind Naki at last check. And, Iku unfortunately loses the front wing along with Nene. Luto makes it through cleanly. Renasun too much of a distance behind the top 3. Iku will not pit. She'll stay where she is, though she has no front wing. Renasun still retains her front wing. Makes it through that difficult section okay. Oh, Naki loses her front wing. That is just terrible. That wasn't a clean turn that time by Naki. Luto still has her front wing. That's unlike Iku and Naki ahead of her. And as hard as it is to believe, we still got 2 laps to go. Let's check in on Michiru and see how she is. Yep, still stuck. Her lead is 5.857, and she's one of 4 drivers still in the lead lap. Oh my goodness! 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 Renasun has crashed out! Renasun has crashed out! Oh my goodness! Sarah jumps up to P4. We've also lost, Chiicho. Oh my goodness, Luto has jumped to the lead. Akaluto has the lead coming into the final lap. She's the only one with a proper front and rear wing design as Naki will have to pit. And Hoshifuri Iku is a distant third. She will not pit. She'll effectively go up to P2 now. As Rita fucks up in the background in front of Luto. Akaluto makes it through that turn okay. One of the few creations of the nice artist Nacho Neko, who recently won the IndyCar Championship last May. And here comes one of her daughters, Akaluto, onto the main front stretch, and that is it! Akaluto gets the victory here at Toronto. And here comes points leader Hoshifuri Iku. P2 for Iku. That's her second consecutive second place finish. Kamizuki Naki will make it a podium sweep for PRISM Project. PRISM Project G2, PRISM Project G1, PRISM Project G4. Top 4 all occupied by PRISM Project members. As Nia has to stop at pit lane for some reason. And a car just entered the void. Penman Pina just can't catch a break. What is this, a previous race winner's curse? Oh, just great. Delay our finish. It's a bleeping miracle. Nana Amano scores points. I know it says 2 laps behind, but there's no minimum points, no minimum race distance. This series, the drivers to complete for each race. You just gotta score top 25 in order to score points. So despite finishing 11 laps behind, Shisui Michiru will still earn 1 point for funsies' sake. This race is over. This race is over. Akaluto is your winner. All PRISM. Let's add in the points. I think Iku will still retain the championship lead. Pippa gets a top 10 finish. Only 3 drivers managed to complete the full distance of 18 laps here at Toronto. That should show you how nasty things can get here. Mano, Yura, Mamie, Nana, Rina, Nan, Rita, Shi, Pina, Yuri, Isla, Lua, Charlotte, Uruka, start off pole, finish a disappointing 23rd. Namichi Frisia will continue to be bottom of the points, after not even completing half a distance. Yatata, yatata. Oakley dokley. Now where's the points piles? There you are. Take this in and just whoop! There we go. Looks good. Yuka. Bonus points. So, your top three are Hoshifuri Iku with 231 points. Second is Kamisho Rita with 195 points, 36 behind Iku. And third is now Utatane Nasa with 188 points, 43 behind Iku. Nina Amano jumped up a few slots. She's now 30th in points. And pain is hurting me everywhere. Chikafuji Lisa is currently 34th of 35 drivers, failing to score this race. Namichi Frisia still remains bottom despite earning 2 points this race. And Kaneko Lumi is 32nd in points. With 75. After failing to score for a second consecutive race. For the last 5 races, she failed to score. You hate to see it. Next, we're going to race 40 laps at the 1.25 mile Gateway Speedway, the World Wide Technology Raceway in Gateway in Madison, Illinois, just close to St. Louis. And it's an oval race, so don't expect Nina Amano to even qualify, much less even try to qualify for the race. Yeah. Just putting in the message here. Let's get set for qualifying. I'm sure that'll buff out. This is only a qualifying session. Iku could still qualify, if possible. Now let's have a look at this egg-shaped 1.25 mile oval that is the Gateway Speedway, World Wide Technology Raceway, I meant to say. Relatively flat circuit. Turns 1 and 2, both 11 degrees. Turns 3 and 4, 9 degrees. Turns 1 and 2 are both tighter than turns 3 and 4. Let's have a look at one more lap here, just to see what the what the talents from Tsunderia, Phase, Prism, and Kawaii will expect here. And what Nana Amano couldn't care less about, because she might consider oval races too dangerous to race on. Alright, we've seen enough. Let's have the starting grid, I guess. Not good enough. We need 30, and this is clearly 3 cars short. Well, surprise, surprise! Look who gets to race on an oval. It's an effing miracle. Nana Amano will start off 10th at Gateway. Finally, where were you the previous 3 oval races? What's so dangerous about them? Come on. Sadly, no Emi Arana this time, no Charlotte Suzu. Iku, as expected, will not race, which is bad for the points leader. No Pura, no Iori, so we have a grid of 30. Marasuri, who won the previous oval race at Iowa, will start up in the 14th row. Shiicho of Production Kawaii will start off at pole position for the group that seriously needs help. And 2 and 3. No surprise there. Prism. Mano and Yura. Kazune and Tomoya and Nan are next. And all 3 members are guys. 4, 5, and 6 are guys. 1, 2, 3 are girls, and the rest are female. So 7, 8, 9, Pippa, Luto, and Isla. And 10th is, of course, Nene. 11th, Miami. And then Nan. And then we have Nasa, Aoi, and Uruka. Hanabi, Penguin, Pina, and Michiru. Namichi, Naki, and Lumi. Lua Asuka, Suzanenia, and Nagari Sarah. Next, Rita, Lisa, and Reina. Finally, it's Amarasiri, Renko, Ashelia. Call her Leah now. And Yoshinoshiki. "40 laps for round number 11 at Gateway. 1.25 mile. Short-ish oval. So let's get things underway. Okay. Shiicho and Ibuki Mano, your front row for this race, and then we have Fukudo Yura and Tetsuya Kazune, and row 3 Uzuki Tomoya and Sugi Nan. As we go along the back stretch, the race will begin as the safety car pulls up before turn 3 for some reason. So we are set to go here at Gateway, 4th of 5 oval races here at World Wide Technology Raceway at Madison, Illinois, near St. Louis. Here we go, turn 3, turn 4, we are rolling! Here we go! Shiicho and Ibuki Meno lead everyone up to the start-finish straight. 40 laps of action! Meno jumps ahead from the outside. Shiicho will stay where she is. Kazune will back up a bit. Meno, Ichi, and Yura. And I think that's going to be the top 3 after this opening lap. Meno with a nice lead after the opening lap, followed by Shiicho and Yura, of course. Everyone made it through the first lap A-OK. Look at this 3-wide action towards the back. 2 wide in some ways, closer to the front and front row at single file racing. She has backed up a bit. Yura goes up to lead. Yura, Meno, and Aoi. PRISM Project has been doing well these past few races. Following along, Pipkin Pippa is doing okay. She's jumped into 5th. Car in pit lane, that's Naki. So Nan has jumped up to P2. Pippa goes to 3rd. Nan wants to take the lead here on his own merit, does so. Oh, Pipkin almost passed by Nan. As Naki starts to come out of the pits. Pippa goes up to P2 now. Nan's lead is 0.852. So look at Nana Amano here in her first proper oval race. Just doing okay, middle of the pack. Too wide by some of these cars. Meno jumps to 3rd. Bottom dweller Namichi Frisia is trying to hang on the points, but has stiff competition well ahead of her. Men's lead is 2.257 now. And Nana Amano has dropped down a few places. I hate to see it. Wow, Kaneko Rumi is currently outside of the points. She does need help and badly. Still Nen, Pippa, and Menno. A struggle between Hanabi and Tomoya for fourth. Tomoya emerges fourth for the time being. Here's one of the overall points leaders, Utatani Nasa, doing pretty good in P6. The primarily Japanese-speaking member of the group. Enjoying her time in CorpoCar, her distinctive rainbow livery, leading her to high finishes throughout the series. Chicho is down to 9th from the start of pole. Pip is on the move! Here she comes, she wants to take the lead ahead of Nen. She does! Pipkin Pippa has a race lead. Pipkin Pippa has a race lead. But Nen can still catch up. We're barely over a quarter of the way through this race. Ibuki Menno is just third behind the top two, and Nen does charge ahead of Pippa to regain the lead. A battle between Tsunderia and FaZe Connect here in the top two. Everyone is still racing, and Chika Fujilisa is just... Yeah. I don't even know what to say about this one. Oh god, Nana Amano also struggling. And yeah. They are part of the bottom of the pack for those reasons. It's just competition's way too stiff. Comes Pipkin Pippa to regain the lead from Nen. And she's trying to stay as far away from Nen as possible. Hanabi's gone up to P3 now, with the gaps between each of the top 5 or 6 or whatever. And I'll try to get back to the top 3. But Hanabi got in the way of things first. Hanabi jumps to second. Pippa still leads. Pippa, Hanabi, and Nen, your top three. Followed by Ibuki Meno and Chiyocho. Now remember, points leader Hoshifuri Iku failed to qualify for this race. So you might see her points lead go down a bit. Rita is somewhere. If she's even in the race, 22nd. So yeah. Don't expect much damage done to Iku's lead. Where the reaches current race position, Pippa still leads. Barely 2.145 seconds over Hanabi. Meno is now third. Nen is a distant fourth. His fellow Genmei Tomoya is catching up to Nen. And Tomoya goes up to P4. Meno was really close to catching up to Amamachi Hanabi. But Hanabi starts to speed away from Meno. Meno will try again. Well, Hanabi has Pippa in sight, as we are less than 20 to go. Pipkin Pippa, one of the more famous members of Face Connect, perhaps the most popular among the talents in this series. Run pretty darn well here, as Tomoya almost makes it to P2, but Hanabi remains ahead of him. .222 the lead now for Pippa. Excuse me about that. And I thought I saw a bit of the car's porpoising. Tomoya charges! Hanabi charges back. Tomoya slows down, Meno speeds up. Tomoya trying again. Goes to second. Pippa's lead, 5.201. Oh man. Tomoya and Meno were, I believe, both marked the same when they crossed the timeline. How long will Pippa stay ahead? She's got to outlast 15 more laps from these difficult drivers from Tsunderia and Meno from PRISM. Tomoya is speeding up substantially, almost 160 miles per hour. Pippa, Tomoya, and Meno. Everyone is still racing. And both Namiji and Nena are currently outside the points. Because is there nothing sacred in this world? Pippa's lead has been cut by nearly half now, as Tomoya is threatening. Meno goes on the move. Wants to catch up to Tomoya, go back to P2. Ibuki Meno and Usuki Tomoya. Battle for P2 between these two, and Meno jumps to P2. Pippa still has a significant advantage. 4 seconds. Going along the backstretch. Race is far from over, though it will be 10 to go after Pippa crosses the timeline. After this lap. Scanning across the grid. Still Pippa, Meno, and Tomoya. Meno is threatening. She is accelerating. Meno is making a move here on Pippa. These long straightaways are where the action is. Pippa's lead is cut to less than 1 second now. Here comes Ibuki Meno. On the front stretch, Pippa tries to peel away. Oh, Meno is threatening. She's accelerating. Trying to approach Pippa. NASA, for some reason, has jumped up to third. FaZe, PRISM, and FaZe in top 3. 7 to go. Going on to the back stretch. Tomoya recovers, goes back to the podium. Tomoya's back to being a real threat to Meno and Pippa. Six to go. Pipkin Pippa has led much of the race. Doesn't want to job at the very end. Back to 2.2, all twos. The gap for Pippa might be even more. Yes, 2.471 now, 5 to go. Pippa, Meno, and NASA. Oh, Tomoya's dropped down to 5th. Tokumoy Aoi has jumped to 4th. Still under threat from Tomoya and Chicho. Chicho jumps to 5th. Less than 4 to go. Looks like it's a battle for 3rd between Nasa, Aoi, and Icho. The drivers in front tried to push the hardest they could. Tokumoya Aoi is on the attack, wants to go up to 3rd herself, and almost does. Almost does. She's neck and neck with Nasa, and now she jumps to 3rd. Oh, Ibuki Mano is just in 2nd behind Pippa. Penultimate lap here. Pippa's lead a healthy 4 points something seconds. 4.5. Very good for Pippa. That's a good gap for Pipkin Pippa. Oh, phase connect. Going around turns 3 and 4. Reaching the start-finish line, white flag is waved, 1 to go at Gateway. Always a close 3rd ahead of Fukunoyura. Meno will most likely get 2nd at best. Here comes Pipkin Pippa going on turns 3 and 4. Turn 3. Turn 4. Here comes Pipkin Pippa! P1 at Gateway for Pipkin Pippa. She gets the victory. Meno finishes 2nd, and Aoi able to hold on to make the podium in 3rd. Base Connect, PRISM Project, your top 3. Pipkin Pippa has a race win for Base Connect. And everyone is done. Everyone is done. And then Yamamoto's first race on the Noble ends up being all for naught. It's like if she had never raced at all on the Sobel. Why even bother? What's even the point of living? And then Amano and Namichi Frisia continue to disappoint for Kawaii. Well, Pippa wows the crowd. Gets the W here at Gateway. Chicho started off at pole, finish at P11, unlike the P1 single one for the bunny rabbits. Once again, PRISM Project with podium finishes. Not quite the win this time, but PRISM Project continuing to do very well here. Yeah, so we have to take a breather for a bit and from the points. Okay. Tomoya Shiki, Miami, Isla, Lisa. Kaneko Lumi will have slight help. Lisa and Lumi will have a slight help to their scores. 15th and 16th. Luto finishes 17th, Kazune 18th. Ina, Sarah, Nia, Namiji will get some points. Ichiru, Yuri, and Rita. Much to everyone's disappointment, Nene Amano once again fails to score. Leah will not score. Uruka, no points. Reina, no points. Kamizuki Naki, no points. After her third place finish at Toronto. No points for her here at Gateway. Alright. I don't think the overall championship will be affected here, as I may have made a mistake in the points. (42, 30, 35, 32, 30, 28, 26, 24, 22, 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10. Let's see. So, Yoshinoshiki, Miami, who failed to score. We go Shelia failed to score, and Shiosho will get a bonus point, so from 20 to 21. Hoshifuri Iku still leads the points overall, but barely. 231 she remains at. Utatane Nasa improves to 223 points, just 8 behind Hoshifuri Iku. She's second overall. Pipkin Pippa jumps into the top 3 overall thanks to her victory here at Gateway. 214, 17 behind Iku. Nene Amano and Namiji Frisia still your bottom 2. You hate to hear it. You hate to see it. So Iku leads for PRISM Project. Base Connect is led by NASA. Rikudo... No, not Rikudo Yura. Amamachi Hanabi is their current leader in the Tsunderia Championship. And who's leading the Kawaii Championship? It's Lua Asuka, who's currently 19th overall. What is going on with Production Kawaii this series? Not testing, come on. Last race for their weekend, it's Mexico City. Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. We're going to race on the old 1988 circuit, 4.421 kilometer. ...14 turns. There is a Champ Car version, but I can't even bother couldn't even bother to get that version of the circuit. Sorry about that. Gonna get things underway here. Alright, here we are. Half speed, half turns, as that was a rude awakening right there, with the placeholder car trying to get loaded onto the track. And I think I got the race set for 12 laps. I'm pretty sure I did. We're just waiting for qualifying to begin. Now, we're racing on an old F1 circuit. That does not mean that we're gonna race under F1 rules. For one thing, F1 has standing starts. CorpoCar uses rolling starts. As we say hello once again to Arcaluto, who won at Toronto, and did okay at Gateway. After long straightaway, you just go a couple turns and then another straight section before you reach the top tip of the circuit. No shortcuts allowed here, despite that tempting turn right over there. Please follow the proper track layout if you can. Akaluto, one of the daughters of Nacho Neko, who herself is a VTuber IndyCar champion. Don't forget the IndyCar 6th series is scheduled for August, while Formula Hollow will have its 8th series on July 16th on this channel. So be sure to tune in to those series. Alright, after a short straightaway, some very wide turns before you come home again. That's a lap here at Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez 1988. Let's see who'll qualify. Not Pipkin Pippa, oddly enough, so it's the previous race winner's curse applying here. And 2 choir members failing to qualify for this race. Because is there nothing sacred in this world? Hoshifuri Iku will start off back of the grid. Yeah, once again, unfortunately, no Amir Aranha. Second consecutive DNF. Yeah. Well, poor starting grid position for Namiji Frisia, as to be expected. Well, certainly it's a top 10 start for Nana Amano. 3rd row. Okay. That's nice. Uzuki Tomoya of Tsunderia will start off at pole, along with Amaris Yuri, who's looking for her 3rd CorpoCar win. Next is Ibuki Meno and Enon. 5th, of course, is Nene. 6th is Michiru. 7, 8, 9, Nia, Shiki, and Miami. 10 through 12, Lisa, Leah, and Kazune. 'Shiichiro, Utata Nagase, and Amamachi Hanabi. 'Mikado Yura, Araka Luto, and Lisa Coleman. 'Sarah, Aoi, and Lumi. 'Charlotte, Namichi, and Nan. 'Purin, Iori, and Uruka. And finally, Ping and Pina, Kamishorita, and Hoshifuri Iku. So, oddly enough, the back three of the starting grid are all PRISM Project members. Sorry about that. So, shall we get started? Yeah, let's do so. Here at Mexico City, for 12 laps. Let's get things rolling. Safety car is accelerating and we'll lead everyone off. Let's get to 2/3 of the way through the pace lap. Oh, it's just a placeholder car. Okay. That's fine. As the excuse me, cars struggle to make their way across the turns. Everyone gridding up here. We are set to go here for round 12 at Mexico City, another road race. Here we go. Green flag is up. Tomoya and Meno lead everyone off to the start-finish straight away. We're rolling here at Mexico City. Long sprint across this front stretch. Tomoya, Meno, Nana Amano. And then Tsunderia and of course we'll go Shelia. Once again, call her Leah, please. Everyone approaches these turns now. Everyone approaching the S's. Oh, bit of a mistake by Meno. That'll allow Nana Amano to jump up to P2. Because that's what she wants to do. Race on road courses and not ovals. Too bad a third of the races in this series are ovals. Frisia! Don't even get me started with her. And here's another high-speed section going around these very wide turns. Clockwise, not counterclockwise. And Uzuki Tomoya will have the lead, followed by Ibuki Meno and Nena Amano. So it's Tsunderia, it's Face Connect, and it's Kawaii. Ooh, Suzuki Nia jumps ahead of Nena Amano, while Lee is currently 5th. Sarah and Luto are both pitting early on. This is, of course, a 12-lap race. As Miami goes wide, Shiki locks wheels with NASA. So far, Nena Amano and Namichi Frisia are more than 153 points behind. Namichi is especially in an awful position because if she fails to score, then that will end her overall championship hopes. As there are only 3 races left to go after this one, and a maximum of 153 points for the drivers to give out, as Meno goes closer and closer now to Tomoya and jumps to the lead. Distant third is Mia. And Amano trying to stay alive in the championship hunts if possible. Marcieri is 5th. Cars going around the turns in a slower speed. Well, this 24th still won't help bottom dweller Frisia. She's 176 behind the points leader, the overall points leader. Speaking of overall points leader, she's currently 25th. Scanning across the grid now. Meno now starting to develop a bit of a gap between herself and Tomoya, although it's starting to dwindle a bit as Tomoya tries to speed himself up. Speed up is not as significant for Meno. Amaris Yuri is 4th, Suzanenia is 3rd. Well, Leah, still using her old design for the time being, is just behind teammate Yuri. Meanwhile, on board with Uzuki Tomoya as he tries to approach race leader Ibuki Meno. Lots of opportunities on these S's, but Meno certainly showing good defense here. cutting off the insides from Tomoya. Very good driving by Menno here, but now there's a speed up section, and Tomoya manages to find the inside there and retake the lead from Menno. Suzu and Nia of PRISM Project a close third behind Menno and Tomoya. Nurse Iori well behind the top three. And Leah is fifth. Points leader Hoshifuri Iku is getting along fine at 19th, while Charlotte Suzu has to pits to restore her rear wing. And don't even get me started on Namiji Frisia and how poorly she's been doing this series. And now the S's are in play. What will the cars do as they go slowly, under 70 miles per hour? Nia wants to jump Menno to go back up to go up to P2, but couldn't quite do so. Now there's the opportunity for Nia to go up to P2. Does take the opportunity. And now here she is, trying to catch up to Tomoya. But Tomoya peels away. Nia and Tomoya. Another long straight. And now these cars are right back to where they started. On these S's, we're overtaking opportunities seemed aplenty, yet no one even bothered because because that's a larger semicircular section leading towards the start-finish straight. Seemed like a better option to take for possible overtakes. Isn't R-Factor AI silly, fellas? Amar Siri goes up to P3 at the expense of Menno. Yuri looking for a race win, a third race win, as Susan and Nia goes ahead of Tomoya to take the lead. For just the briefest of moments as Tomoya rebounds. We're halfway through this race. This last race for today. After this, we only have 3 more rounds left. This is a large 15 race series, not the usual 12. This series is 15 races. Menno goes back up to P3. The last 3 races of this series will be at Portland, Kansas, and Laguna Seca. That's next Saturday at our usual time here on this vTuber Racing Project channel. Don't forget, we also have a Discord. It's in the description of this stream link. Iori in the battle for third against Nia, and pushes ahead of Nia to go back up to podium spot. But only quite briefly. We saw the same thing with Menno and Tomoya that in the previous lap or two. With the car charging into the lead in the last couple turns before start finish, and then getting rubber banded by the opponents. Menno is just behind Tomoya again. Tomoya seems to be using the similar tactics to what Menno's been using on him a few laps ago, with cutting off the inside areas on these S's. Uzuki Tomoya looking to give Tsunderia their first CorpoCar win. We are 2/3 of the way through this round number 12. 4 to go. Tomoya, Menno, and Suzune Nia. While she chose the best that Kawaii could get here. Not many overtakes here in this circuit. Namiji Frisia continuing to perform poorly, and Nana Amano start off 5th, but and her car has become a lemon among these turbocharged CorpoCars. Well, I wouldn't say turbocharged, as CorpoCars are slower than Indy cars. Though they still hold up pretty well as compared to the Indy cars. Menno leads, and with 3 to go. And no overtaking before start finish. Let's see how they fare on these turns. Not quite, but there's a large sequence of S's for these drivers. Let's just see how it is for Meno, Tomoya, and Nia. Nia's on the move! Oh, couldn't quite get there. Tomoya cuts off the inside. And Nia's losing ground. Tomoya's closing in on Ibuki Meno. Oh, valiant effort by Nia, but just not nearly enough for her. Meno and Tomoya approaching the curves. And Tomoya charges back to the lead. But will it be rubber band again? No. I swear you only see overtakings in the last couple turns. Penultimate lap. As Tomoya speeds away. And Meno is slowing down. Amaris Yuri out of nowhere. Goes to P2. It's like she's the one who wants to challenge Tomoya for the win. Yuri tried to keep ahead of Meno, but she's also supposed to be aware that Tomoya is way ahead of Yuri. Oh, she got distracted a bit. Oh, Meno drops out of the top three altogether. And the gap is too great between Tomoya and Yuri. Scuffle must hurt these three. And here comes Uzuki Tomoya to mark the final lap. Here comes the white flag waved by the flag marshal. Tomoya's lead is 3.376. So it looks like it'll be a battle for second at best between Meno, Nia, and Yuri. Meno bumps into Nia's rear wing. There's just nothing these three can do. Tomoya's way too far ahead of the others. They gotta get a move on here. Sure, they want to catch up to Tomoya, but these S's are too hard to control. As Nia goes back up to second. And here comes Uzuki Tomoya from pole position. Nothing these drivers can do to stop Tomoya. And that'll be it. Uzuki Tomoya reach the start-finish and get the full 51 points here at Mexico City. That is Tsunderia's first CorpoCar win. Tsunderia will ultimately come away second, and Utatani Nasa will get third. Ibuki Meno out of the podium altogether. Well, good news. Shiicho improved a bit. She finished 9th. Still no podium for Kawaii, however. And that is going to be the end of Frisia's championship run. She's going to be one of the first to eliminate from championship contention. Play the Titanic theme on recorder for Frisia, because I sure don't know how to play the recorder. I don't know how to play the My Heart Will Go On song. So, your top 3 are Tomoya and Nasa. And that's the race. Alright, Tomoya of Tsunderia, Tsunderia of PRISM, Nasa of Face Connect, and we'll mark down the points and wrap up for today. Aoi, Sarah, Isla, Pina, not P-N-I-A, P-I-N-A, Ruka, Mira, Non, Lumi and Namiji, Ichiru, Utopurin, Charlotte, and Hanabi finishes 1 lap behind. And points. One bonus point for Tomoya. He gets the full 51. 1 from Pole, as we have a new overall points leader, and she's not from PRISM Project for once. It's Utatane Nasa, your new points leader heading into the last day of races next Saturday. 261 points. Hoshifuri Iku, 253 points, 8 behind Nasa, and Tsunderia is third, 43 behind Nasa, as a few drivers are out of contention, and sadly, a few of the drivers eliminated from contention are ones that I actually like. Sorry for the commentator bias. So out of overall championship contention are Kamizuki Naki, Chikafuji Lisa, sad. Inukai Purin, Isla Coleman, Nana Amano, sad. Kanako Lumi, really sad. Namichi Frisia. And I believe Kaneko Lumia is also out of contention for the Phase Connect Championship as well. Ugh. You know what? Despite Pippa's win at Gateway, this was a disappointing race day overall. Sorry if you're equally disappointed. I know I am. Well, at least Tsunderia finally got a race win of their own. Anyway, we're going to decide championships next Saturday with 3 more rounds to go. We're going to Portland, Kansas, and Laguna Seca, as I've already mentioned, for the finale of this CorpoCar series. This hopefully first series. Hopefully we'll do a second one. Anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry things didn't go well for your Oshi. And we're going to wrap up for today here, and yeah, I've got nothing else to say on the matter. See you again on Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern for more CorpoCar, the CorpoCar finale. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. Otsudag.